marching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Throwing from the outset is Penix. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 42 yards.
A gain of 42 yards on the play. And the Falcons first down.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here we go. Cowboy 72. Cut 19. 18, Rattler. 18, go.
They'll throw with Penix. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
First down. A gain of 19 yards. First down, Atlanta.
Not liking the look, they'll change the play. First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to.
Touchdown, Falcons! Drake London, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Extra point, a bit of an adventure, but it does make it through. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now Pinion with a kickoff honors following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start.
Tap to 60, tap to 60. 19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Over the middle, it's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Warriors, 70.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
You
talk about this Falcon defense. Now, they've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
They have tried all season long to fix all the things that they need to in the running game, and they have been successful so far. I'm wondering if this is a time to just sell out. Make sure you have 8 in the box every time and bring a 9th and sometimes even a 10th to try and stop them from running the ball.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. They call it a loss of a yard there. And it'll be 4th down. Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
Inaudible here to get a new look.
Hey, Crash.
Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay. Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 7 Pirates, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattlers. Go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 46-yard line.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go.
Now Penix. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Cowboy
Here's Penix. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Hey! 80, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
First down.
And looking to throw, Penix. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts' 15-yard line. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Got a man. It's Brown. So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Only needed a few inches to pick it up and get behind your center and burrow forward like he did.
And remember what the GMs have told us? We build an offensive line starting with our center, the guy who can make all the line calls and also move those big defensive tackles in order to pick up first downs.
2nd quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Penix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Robinson up the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns.
The kick is good.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Bison, 60 Trap 60, Trap 60. 19 Lions. Ready.
Now back to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Got it, ready?
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Here we go.
So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
To the air, Penix. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT.
Okay, break. Let's go. Viking 18. Buffalo 18. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Touchdown! A great play there. 29 yards. And the Colts are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7.
14-7.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And running with power here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Now Penix going to hold on to it. Opted to run for it. The decision, a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
Back to throw now on first down. This pass is caught by London. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone is in a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
19 tight.
Penix to the air once more. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Noah Fant, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Falcons are able to widen their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchdown.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Trap 60, trap 60. Let's go. Hey, Hawk 70, Hawk 60 Eagles, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And it's complete to Mitchell. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
No street. Warrior 70. Go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That went out wide and intercepted. And the Falcons will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
A gain of 12. And the Falcon first down.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd.
He'll look to throw. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw. This is caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Let's go.
2nd and 1. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Jalen Coker, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
7. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
There's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Nice.
They'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll get about 6 there before he is taken down rather rudely and abruptly. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd and 3.
Get it. 70 Timberwolves. Go.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Adnan Mitchell as the first half is winding down. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Operating from the gun, Penix. This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together.
Hiking, 18. Here we go, here we go. 70 Lions. Hey, smash.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And a pretty quick burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Ready, ready. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
19, let's go now. Viking, get 79 Broncos. Dragon, 60.
Back to throw here. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. Mustang 19. 60 Bobcat. Panther 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play.
At the 22-yard line.
And that will bring up 2nd down.
Ready, set. Come on, come on. Hit. Hit. Cougar 19. Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
Okay,
They'll
ready?
come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Here we go, set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 19 tight, 19 tight. Go street. We working up the right thing, we working. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Let's go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Colts have cut it back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now Penix. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Penix going to sneak it. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
They gained nothing, and all they need are inches. Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes it's the quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You've got to get low and burrow.
Usually we talk about O-line surge, their D-line surge leading to 4th. They'll go for it. Here's Penix. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
And the Falcon 1st down.
To the air, Penix. Throw out wide is incomplete.
And when you're in a 1-score game in the 2nd half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Back to the ground with Robinson. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 98 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
And looking to throw, Penix. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. From the shotgun, it's Penix. And he is caught. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team and put points on the board. Those are the
touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense? I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Start.
Now they'll change things up.
79 Broncos.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Lets one go downfield for Pierce. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there for Indy. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, Mustang 19.
They're going to look to throw. Looking for Pearson. He's got him. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Colts are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Now Narveson for the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 146 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. Still fighting for more. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson, 47 yards. And the Falcons might be moving closer to an elusive second win of the year as they extend that 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
Colts 28. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sailed. Over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. No matter what the defense throws at them, they feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's 2nd and 10.
60 Bobcats, 60, 70 Timberwolves. Buffalo 18. Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll set up a throw. Left side, he finds Pierce. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on, but the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk-reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage, but you take the chance that you get to the quarterback, and so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at it, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards.
Ready? Mustang 19. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Dragon 6. 79 Broncos.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
2nd and 10.
Stephanie! Hawk, 19 right! Say, hey! Go!
Back to throw again. There he goes again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. 40 yards. And the Colts have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Looking to put a drive together. A play fake. Now Penix. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
On the draw, Robinson. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. He's got his target. That's complete. He's still on his feet. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A.J. Brown, 52 yards. And the Falcons are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Falcons 49, Colts 35. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Mustang 19.
He'll look to throw.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Ready, set.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Cougar 19, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Buffalo 18. Ready, ready.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Come on, set, drop, Cowboy 80. 79 Broncos, 70 Rangers, 19 Lock, Panther 11, Cub 19, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
They'll look to throw again. Now a run here off the arc. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Jalen Walker
Able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
Here's second down.
Let's go now. Warriors, step, Panthers, cut it. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Okay, ready?
All three timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10.
6, Bronco 80. Mustang 19, 18, Pioneer. Go.
They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
You have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
This is 1st and 10.
Dragon 6, Stephanie. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Buffalo 18. Ready, ready.
They'll drop to throw. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Ready, ready. Buffalo 80. Ridge.
To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. And Mitchell with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts have got it back to within a score. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Colts 42.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
They'll run this one right with Robinson.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Setting up the screen, Harris.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
70 Timberwolves.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Okay, ready?
Here comes 2nd down.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Let's go now. 19, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Warrior 70.
Back to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down. Got out.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is.
19 tight, 19 tight. Check smash, check smash. Mustang 19.
Back to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
The receivers have been running them ragged. Maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to him, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as it kicks away here.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here's 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he slips up past the 45. Before being tackled. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw, Penix.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. They'll throw with Penix.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he will get out of bounds to stop the clock as he picks up maybe 8, and that's all.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Here's Penix.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Penix working out of the gun here.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good.
And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So possession in overtime first goes to the Atlanta Falcons, and we are back underway. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you think back to halftime, they had the big lead. They were in control of this game. They ultimately lost the lead. But right now, with the ball in overtime, a chance to get out in front and force your opponent to play from behind with a good drive here. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. This is 2nd and 8. Now a first throw here in overtime. He's got his man run to right side. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Harris running straight ahead. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line. Scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on. I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, My replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically,
that's caught inside the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to circle the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
That was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out. You get a decent look in the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Falcons, it's a rare win, just their second in these first 8 games. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.